Hello, and welcome to English Grammar Lesson 1. Today, we're diving into one of the most essential topics for any English learner, the present simple tense.
Hello, and welcome to your guide to English grammar. Today, we're tackling one of the most important tenses, the present simple. Why is it so important? Because we use it in so many different situations. Let's break down the 8 key uses with new examples so you can use it perfectly every time. 1. General truths and facts. First, we use the present simple when something is generally true or a scientific fact. These are things that don't change. For example, the Earth orbits the Sun. Or, water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. And, spiders have 8 legs. These are facts, so we always use the present simple. 2. Permanent situations. Second, we use this tense for situations that we see as permanent or long-term. Think about jobs, where you live, or your long-term preferences. For instance, my uncle works as an engineer. They live in a small town. I love classical music. Note, for temporary situations, we'd use the present continuous, like, I'm living with my parents this month. 3. Habits and routines. This is a very common one. We use the present simple for habits or things we do regularly. You'll often hear adverbs of frequency like always, often, usually, or never with this use. For example, she checks her email every morning. We usually order pizza on Fridays. He never forgets my birthday. 4. Summarizing books and films. Here's a fun one. When you're telling someone the plot of a book, a play, or a film, you use the present simple. It makes the story feel more immediate. For example, in the movie, the main character discovers a secret map. The story is about a family that moves to a new country. And at the end of the book, the detective catches the thief. 5. The zero and first conditionals. The present simple is essential for conditionals. We use it in the zero conditional for facts. Like, if you heat ice, it melts. And we use it in the if part of the first conditional for real future possibilities. If you study hard, you will pass the exam. 6. Future timetables. This can be tricky. We can use the present simple to talk about the future. We do this for fixed plans or timetables, usually set by an organization, not by us. For example, my flight departs at 8 a.m. tomorrow. The train arrives at platform 3. What time does the conference begin? 7. Future time clauses. We also use the present simple for the future after time words like when, until, after, before, and as soon as. Look at this sentence. I will call you when I get home. We don't say when I will get. The verb after when stays in the present simple. Here's another one. She'll finish the report before she leaves. 8. Stative verbs. Finally, we use the present simple with stative verbs. Stative verbs describe states, feelings, senses, or thoughts, not actions. We don't normally use them in continuous tenses. For example, you wouldn't say, I am knowing the answer. You just say, I know the answer. Or, he seems very happy today. And this pasta tastes delicious.
All right, great job getting through the lesson. Now, let's check what you've learned with this quick interactive quiz. You might be asking, how does this work and what's the purpose? Let me explain. The purpose is very simple. It's to help you see how well you understood the 8 different uses of the present simple tense. This isn't a test for a grade. It's a tool for you to practice and build your confidence. How do you do it? It's very straightforward. First, you'll see 10 questions. Each question will ask you to identify a specific use we just learned. For example, which sentence is a general truth? Or which sentence is a habit? Below each question, you'll see 4 different sentences as options. Just read them carefully and click on the circle next to the one sentence that you think is the correct example for that rule. How does it work? Once you've answered all 10 questions, scroll to the bottom and click the blue Submit Answers button. Instantly, the quiz will check your answers. It will show you your final score, like 8 out of 10. But more importantly, it will give you detailed feedback. It will show you exactly which questions you got correct. For any you got wrong, it will show you what the correct answer was, so you can review and understand exactly what you missed. It's the perfect way to practice. Don't worry, take your time and think back to our examples. Ready? Good luck! You can find the full lesson notes. That's the PDF document we used today with all the examples and rules in the description below this video. It's a great resource to save and look back at any time. And, of course, for more practice, the link to this interactive quiz is also available right there in the description.